this program, you will see a lot of strategies will be discussed with you that how to build a brand. And I would have seen in making a walking brand in education and in academics when he was in Agra for however very short a stint, I think 2 or 3 years. Then he left to NCR and he started his own practice. And with his sheer hard work, persistence, and applying whatever knowledge he would have had with some unique and innovative way, he made a place for himself in a sense that he is now #1 practicing cost accountant in northern India. He consults for several big firms including Nokia, Samsung, LG and many more. Through this session, we would like to know, and this class comprises of, by and large, I would say, motivated students who are studying accounting for decision making. They have already undergone financial accounting course in the previous semester, and most of them are from +2 commerce background. And they have already gone through about half of the accounting for decision making. That is another name for managerial accounting.
Okay.
And when ABC was going on, I thought let us invite you to talk on practical aspects of activity-based costing. I purposefully gave the title in the invite, implementing ABC in a commercial enterprise, because this kind of invite I would send to entire JGU, employees, faculty, students community, all schools. And I purposefully wrote ABC because I was sure that except this class, nobody would understand what is really meant by ABC. They may go for maybe the alphabets ABC, isn't it? But as you are aware, this is nothing but activity-based costing. So over to Manoj.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ravi. I think all of you are doing a BBA. As Professor Ravi has talked, the voice is audible? Clear? See, as a professional, observation regarding practical costing, how many of you are knowing that actually industry needs costing or there should be a system of costing? Everybody is a cost accountant. Everybody is doing a costing sort of work. How? Have you heard your mother is doing sometime costing? This much of money for this much of money for this, allocations for this, maybe some spread is required, like that. It means costing is nothing, it is more of a logic. But for the commercial organization, when the size of business grows, you need a lot of complex situations, and how to evaluate these situations with the help of costing, it is we are going to discuss. Tools and techniques in costing. Are you familiar with the basic costing tools? Do you know? What are the basic costing tools? Voice silent. No, voice is there. Voice silent. As element of cost, can you define some of the elements? I would like to know something. What are the elements of cost? As a manufacturer, what are the elements of cost? No one knows. For manufacturing this particular pen, because see, before we move to activity-based costing, it is an advanced tool used by the industry. I'll talk about many of my clients also. I'll give you very practical examples that how the costing has been done. We are doing for very big corporate houses. Nokia, as Ravi told, has been our client for telecom network equipments, manufacturing these networks, 3G, 4G and all those equipments, BSC circuits, MSC circuits, all circuits are there on the tower. You see, another industry, if we move, Mankind is one of the very well-known group for, as one of our client. Mankind is a pharmaceutical company. Have you heard of Mankind? I think everybody knows. The company has grown. I have seen the growth of company since 2005. Lot of diversification based on only costing, with the help of costing tools. So my question is that what are the elements of cost? This is a pan. Can you observe what are the elements of this pan as a cost to manufacture this pan? Yes. Tell me something.
So raw materials, labor, machine.
Raw material is this plastic. Maybe this plastic is either shaped in the molds or otherwise it is bought out item. Maybe they are not manufacturing, they are saying we will buy it from outside. Right? Ink and assembly. Right? This is material. Broadly we term it as material. Now for assembling this item, what do you need? Labor to handle this. Right? I'm just briefing you something about costing. Okay? Labor. Any other overhead? Because you need machining also. Okay? So these elements are broadly termed as material, labor and overheads. What is the base of identifying that this much of this pan will consume this much? Actually, I am giving you broad observation about activity based, because activity means every organization has got certain activities defined, predefined. This institution is run on activity based costing broadly, but nobody knows whether activity based costing system is there or not. So my question is that when you assess the consumption of this pan, material consumption, how will you define that one this, one assembly, some more items, ink in terms of ml, milliliter, some scrap, because if you are fitting it at the time of assembling this pan, there would be some items wastages. Am I right? So these wastages are also increasing the cost of one piece. Directly or indirectly? Tell me. Suppose 10% wastages is there. So 10% wastage will increase the cost of this pan, material of this pan. Am I right? So when we are defining three elements of cost, material, labor, overheads, each element is having a nature of activity defined there. See, any manufacturing organization is having a pre-decided framework. What is pre-decided framework? For any manufacturing company, what is the pre-decided framework? First, at the corporate level, planning, defining the activities of the work, that how they will operate. So entire operation is called activities. Is there any question? Are you following it?
Yes.
Entire operation of the company is termed as this we will do, this we will do, this will do, then finally drop this in the market. So who is doing this planning? Top management. Top management defines that the process should be divided in number of activities. First activity, that how much we have to produce. So before we plan that how much we have to produce, we move to market. Who will tell us how much we have to produce? How much your mother cooks? As much as you need? Am I right? So how much you produce? According to the demand. So marketing team will tell you that what is the demand. So these are the activities of the organizations should be defined. That demand assessment, production planning, plan accordingly, then procurement. You will purchase. A very simple, in a layman's language, I am just teaching you, I think, for you are, I think, just after schooling. So would be, if we go into technical costing, it will become more lengthy and tough task. Because we regularly handle. We convince the industry that this is the costing. If you spend more money at home, you move to your mother or father, ask for more money. What they say? Where you spend? Tell us. It doesn't cost this much. From where you have bought this? So this kind of questions used to come in industry also. How you have bought? At what price you have bought? From where you have bought? So when procurement starts, all these questions are basically part of that activity. After procurement, material movement into stores, stores to production line, and production line also, production lines are very easy. These are, all lines are, categorized in terms of activities also. I have a very simple question. How many of you have visited any industry? Have you seen any manufacturing line? Which one? Edible oil. I think edible oil units are nearby. One of my edible oil client is here, near, I think before, not Murthal, before Panipat. Samalkha is there, Samalkha. So, edible oil, yes. Tell me, what is the process of edible oil? I'll just ask him. I know the process. I'll define you each and everything.
So firstly, the ingredient, like for example, soybean or mustard is stored in the silos.
Hmm.
Then it has it's transported to the
Yeah, stand up.
Then sir, it has been transported to the crusher for crushing the seeds. Then the oil which is created is like if I particularly talk about soybean, it has many substituents like oil. Basically, it has a crude oil which has like oil plus lecithin and many more substances. Then it goes to the refinery for refining it. Then the lecithin, oil, waste material, and one more thing is like bisegregated, and then again it's refined like 3 times. Then it goes for the packing process.
See, he has given me a broad idea about, yes, basic process he has explained. Now, if I start defining the technical process, the entire process, not that way very technical, commercial. See, I'll tell you an example of rice bran. Rice bran oil, very healthy oil, now people are talking. So this unit is basically a rice unit. What they have done, from rice, paddy is there, you start process. I'm telling you, these units are consuming, they are not wasting even a single rupee item. Means no waste at all. Everything is used or consumed anywhere. Has a value. So process of this rice, paddy to rice, husk is separated. Husk is used in power plant to generate power. Steam, basically boiler is operated. Now rice is separated. Rice, the bran part, rice is normally brown. So bran part is separated and white rice is separated. White rice is also having number of sizes, full size, half size, quarter size, like that. So these are again separated. So these are packed. Rice bran part, brown part of rice, that bran, that is called rice bran. Bran is put in a machine for forming balls, bran balls. Automatic, that powder goes to bran, rice bran balls. Then this goes to Solvex plant. What is Solvex plant? These balls are entered into machine. There is a radioactive chemical which extract oil and separate the, this powder. Oil is, you can see the nature of oil. This oil is so thick that cannot be consumed. In a Solvex plant, if you visit, this radioactive function is such a typical function. We are eating that oil. So when we enter in rice, this Solvex plant, nobody is normally allowed to enter. One person is working on rotation for 6 months, 1 or 2 persons on a rotation basis for 3 months, 4 months, like that. Because radioactive nature is creating, cancer problem.
So doesn't that come in the food? Doesn't the radioactive material come in the food?
Not that way. Actually, it is used to convert the oil separate and that waste separate.
So it doesn't directly come in contact?
Not directly, but I was fearing that I am eating this oil. Maybe somebody can, have a feel of this. But it is automation. Manually, you cannot do this. Okay, these balls are not having very, little oil. So segregation of oil, it is not possible. Now these waste, listen please, okay, this waste is used in the, for cattle food, and oil is separated. You see, oil is used further reprocessed. It contains lot of fat. There is a chemical process which separates fat portion. Oil is again separated. Fat is sent to soap mills, soap factories. Big soap, all big soap factories are purchasing this fat. Have you heard of very good soaps which is containing milk and, normally it is talked like that. Huh? Beauty soaps containing milk and other things. Maybe containing, but major part is fat coming from this process. Rest oil is again, bleached. Bleaching, why we do bleaching? Bleaching is done to see the color of that oil. If we are using as a refined oil, we want light. Light means light color. So we bleach more. If we are mixing this with mustard oil, then we bleach it to the extent it should look like mustard, because it is always a dark oil. So this kind of process is followed by the rice mill. So I think that if we discuss processes, I know that number of industries processes I can define you. For pharma, number of processes are there. So we are not going into that part. Let us concentrate now on activity-based costing. The entire operations of the business are categorically defined as activities. And for each activity, this classroom is an activity, a class is an activity. Expenditure spent on the class can be assessed. Number of students served can be taken as a cost driver, that per student cost per lecture. Please try to understand that what is the focus of management, whether management requires this information or it doesn't require. Because operations and activities appraisal you can do in any way. Appraisals are based on our own outlook, management perception. I need this information, I don't need this information. If I don't require this information, normally, how many of you know profit and loss account? Everybody, I think most of you. What is profit? Revenue less expenses. Expenses are cost. Profit is the residual. Excess of revenue over cost. Now, if I want to know that any expense which is increasing, I have to go in deep to interpret that expense, that why this expense has increased, how we can understand that, what is the logic of interpretation of increase. Can you tell me any one logic? Expense has increased, say one particular item of expense. So how will you draw the logic?
The change in the cost of raw material.
Yes.
Inefficient methods of production.
Inefficient method. Of course, sometime inefficient, sometime the reason of price has increased. Some other reasons could also be there. That an accident has occurred and this particular item is most hated due to that accident in the factory.
Oil, if like the oil coming from the Saudi countries, if there's war out there, then
During war time, the price normally goes up. So basically, for interpreting that expenditure, we have to make an assessment. A factory which is operating, how will you judge inefficiencies of any expense? I'll give you a very beautiful example of inefficiencies. Recently, I visited one pharma unit of our group company. Number of companies are there. There were, within the plant, there were two plants. One was operating ampule, you know, ampules, injections. Have you seen? These are called ampules. होता है ना, छोटा सा इंजेक्शन देखा होगा आपने, डॉक्टर्स लगाते हैं किस तरह से वो, it is in the form of a bottle, you know, soft bottle. Another plant was there which was having dry injection. Dry injection means it is in the powder form. You mix some water, okay, and then inject it. That plant was not operated during the year. It was operated only for few days during the year. Manufactured only 10% of the capacity. Means the capacity of manufacturing those dry injection was, say, 2.5 crores, but they manufactured only 25 lakhs. My question came that why you have manufactured only 25 lakhs? Why you have manufactured only 25 lakhs? So total expenditure which you have basically spent on setup would be waste. Am I right? So those expenses, how can you segregate from the balance sheet? Is it possible to observe that expense? No? From balance sheet, you are having a combined picture of all expenses. What is a balance sheet? It is not showing segregated or separated information. Have you seen product balance sheet? Product balance sheet means, can we use whiteboard? Here I can use. See, a balance sheet which is showing you, say product 1, product 2, sales revenue less cost. Is it not product balance sheet? Have you seen the product balance sheet? A balance sheet is a consolidated statement, financial statement, which is containing only in cost in totality, revenue in totality. But if you do dissection or if you prepare product wise balance sheet, it will give you a lot of information. that this product is in profit, this product is not in profit, like that. Okay. So I'm just giving you some of the ideas about that how the activity-based system starts. Without that, you cannot do until you are knowing that what is product-specific balance sheet. Why I term it as a part of corporate strategy? Businesses are operated with the help of cost only. Everybody is operating through cost only. You know, there are two types of strategies. Who knows? What are the two different strategies? You have only two-side strategies. There is no third side of a strategy. One is market-oriented, okay? Another is cost-oriented. You can sustain only from two sides. Either you internally become very strong, that I can produce at lowest cost, or you know that I can play in the market. I am the most confident player in the market. Am I right? You don't have any third strategic point. These two are very significantly playing very important role. So today's market is to balance the market and cost both. You struggle to reduce the cost part. Tata has came out with this Nano. The project was to bring a car at lowest cost. Okay, 1 lakh rupees car. It was target cost. Now whatever it is, but the point at which they started this project was 1 lakh car. Means the cost was predetermined. They wanted to capture the market. So you have to opt for sustainability. Sustainability strategy is only either you know that we can focus on market and capture the market. There is no issue. I'm telling you this strategic role, I think none of you would have seen in the boardrooms. Because see, I used to go in number of board meetings, see the people how they are reacting, managing directors, discussing about the strategic part. And they are so confident that, okay, we know the market, we capture the market, we understand what is our profit. Tell me one thing. Cost and profit. Cost and profit are correlated or not correlated? Inversely correlated? Can you tell me the structure of many companies? Some companies are having a very high margins, some are having low margins, some are having by the nature of product. Please try to understand. Nature of product means, see, some items are sold at a very low price but having very high profits. Can you define any one industry or one or two industries which is having low profits but high volumes?
Low profits.
Some industries are having very low profit but very high volumes.
Amazon has an enormous platform.
These are into service industry, yeah?
So it has lower profit margins but high sales rates.
High volumes, yeah. Tell me any other example of high profit but low volumes.
Car industry, automobile.
Automobile. High profit. Automobile is having high profit. You know the structure of car manufacturers. basic business operations of car manufacturers. How many of you have seen any car manufacturing company directly or indirectly? I'll give you some ideas about also car manufacturers. You know, Maruti Udyog. Maruti's volumes are so high, Maruti doesn't manufacture any item. Almost all the items of Maruti, spares, sheet metal, everything it is manufactured outside by other companies. Tires are bought from outside, rims are bought from outside, sheet metal is bought from outside. Only it is having a paint shop, assembly line. You know, all parts specific for the purpose of manufacture are pre-decided by the company. When the one model is drawn, all vendors, OEM suppliers are selected, their parts are specified, they are called and told, you have to sell me at this price only. Means the lowest price in the highest volume. I have many clients, those who are complaining against Maruti. Sir, we don't have profit but very high volumes. So we are serving them just because of maybe we will be in profit. So I have compared many industries, those who are OEM supplying to Maruti, supplying to Toyota, supplying to many other companies. They are also in our client bunch. I cautioned them to deal with Maruti. Don't try to sell at the lowest cost. Please evaluate your cost first. And evaluation should be accurate. Who knows evaluation of cost? If you are trained activity-based costing, you can perfectly draw the cost. Because cost assessment is not very easy. Tell me, profit and loss account, can it define anything related to cost of a product? Profit and loss account, can it define anything? No? I would like to tell you cost matrix, something about cost matrix. Activities are defined, activity A, B, C, like that. In organizations, activities are defined. Each expense from a P&L account is having a cost code also. Are you familiar? Say, I'll give you a very, layman's example. Number of people are provided mobile phones in the factory. Telephone expenses is a single head coming in the profit and loss account. Am I right? Telephone expense is a single head shown in the profit and loss account. When we define activities, there are number of activities in the company. Purchase, procurement, storage, shop floor. Shop floor is having number of other processes. How many people are using mobiles in each of the floors, in each of the activities? So mobile expense should not be in P&L account, it is a single head, but in activity based cost, it is having number of cost centers. Okay? E means, are you getting it or not? Please. Mobile expense is a single head in profit and loss account, but practically this mobile is used by number of people in different concerned activity based cost centers. These are called cost centers. Say purchase, procurement, storage, stores, shop floor, manufacturing shop floor, then dispatch, sales, etc. So people are categorized into different cost centers. Their cost is moving in that pool only. P&L shows you expenses based on financial accounting head. Financial accounting heads are as per the trial balance heads. What are trial balance heads? Expenses by nature, these are defined. Okay, you know profit and loss account. Telephone expenses, admin expenses, purchase expenses, say carriage inward, freight inward, like that. But when we move to activity based cost centers, we move all cost to the cost pool. ERP is having this. Most of the ERPs are having cost center wise expenses also. That if you want to know how much expenditure is there in purchase department, all over it, that can define you. It can give you trial balance, it can also give you cost center wise trial. Means cost center is having a pool of expenses. Okay? Is it clear? What is the purpose of doing this?
So to break down cost to see exactly where you're spending. And suppose your department needs
If your department need expense, that how much expenditure is there in a particular activity, you have the picture that this much of expenditure. I'm telling you, canteen is continued in a factory. Company was in loss. They start cost reduction program. They plan that which activity is not necessary now. First they targeted to stop the canteen. How? Canteen expenditure is a cost center, but it is not a essential activity. Management could decide, at the discretion of management, canteen can be stopped. So total expense incurred in the canteen department as a cost pool would be removed, minimized, right? The same way, if you are defining activities in the organization, you have the option to reduce that expenditure. That this activity is not necessary, because a lot of restructuring takes place in the companies. At the time of recession, at the time of losses, when companies are bearing losses, but when the companies are aggressive, they define activities, new activities to enhance their performance. So they are ready to spend the money. So this way, the introduction of activities and reduction of activities is a management perception. No one at the lower level can decide that this should be done or this should not be done. If management wants, we have to keep a IT cell separate. We have to keep a ERP maintenance team separate. So this way the activities can be enhanced. Right? So defining the activities is a very important part, and redefining it again and again for restructuring purposes, it is also another task. Now, how we can monitor those activities? As we were discussing performance part. How performance is measured? There is a cost driver of each activity. What is the meaning of cost driver? Little bit typical terms. You know, cost is driven by something. If you see the this profit and loss account, you can make an assessment of profit, that this is the total profit. If I ask you per person profit, per employee profit, you can divide by number of employees. Okay, this is the per person on an average profit. What is per product profit? You can divide by total number of, goods manufactured, profit divided by total number of goods, right? Sometime you can define it in many other terms also. So all activities, profit and loss account is a single activity driver based, we are just talking. But all activities are having multiple cost drivers. Which driver is suitable, which driver is fit for the company, you have to decide. Company has to decide. Because that will give you the performance. That per person in banking industry, what is the revenue performance? Revenue is evaluated based on per person revenue earned by the bank. you know. So that is the driver there in banking industry. Here, if we come to manufacturing, for stores, what is the cost driver? Directly hitting the work. Which is the driver there? Number of, requisitions, number of POs, like that, which is directly correlated with those activities. Okay, that every day how many purchase orders are drawn, okay, or how many, basically purchase order is their duty. So on an average, per purchase order, how much this department cost us. So at any point of time, if this cost is increasing or decreasing, per purchase order cost of the department of the cost, this pool can be drawn, right? So ABC, an art of corporate strategy, like all this is what we are talking is a corporate strategy, either from the point of view of external or internal. Cost strategy is basically internal strategy.
I have a question here.
Hmm.
Right, Bajaj has recently launched Dominar 400. That is a 400cc motorbike.
Hmm.
And a lot of expenses might have gone into when they designed the model and developed the engine. A lot of R&D expenses might have gone into. And since I keep a close eye on automobile sector because of my interest, academic interest, I should say. I was expecting that they will price it about close to 2 lakh rupees. But what they have done, when the actual prices came, when it hit the market last year in December, the price is capped approximately equal to Bullett's Thunderbird, which is the direct competition. So I want you to, if you can explain this kind of pricing by companies. So even if the per unit cost of Bajaj Dominar 400 would have been 1,80,000, but they have positioned it competitively to Thunderbird, which is currently the market leader in this particular segment in India.
What is the price of this Enfield Thunderbolt?
Approximately
Approximately
1.4 lakhs.
1.4 lakhs.
Both are about 1.4 lakhs.
See,
So
this is,
how they have done.
yes.
And what is the long-term strategy of company Bajaj behind this?
See, this kind of a strategy, basically, as I told you, that strategic focus is only on the market or on the internal side. Internally, company starts controlling the cost part. Whatever they project for new product in whatever way, from sourcing, etc., they try to cut down the cost at minimum as per their forecast. But at the time of announcing this product, their cost estimates could be giving high margins. Okay. Normally, no company wishes to introduce any product. Announcement is always at the high side. In case of this Nano, it was on the low side. So customers have not accepted it. The main reason of rejecting the Nano was that price was fixed to 1 lakh, the project was delayed, and price was fixed to 1.25 lakhs. Isn't it? So customers said that, many customers, they said that you priced it at 1 lakh. Why you are selling it for 1.25 lakhs? Maybe after some time, or I think top model was having 1.5 lakhs. So people have a negative sort of opinion about the pricing part. So normally companies are announcing prices on the higher side. When they launch, they try to reduce the price or see the competitors. Competitive pricing is very important part. If there is a leader already existing in the market, you cannot.
So true, but they had to catch their customers' eye, but had the launch and said that the price is going to be of the car Nano is going to be launched around for 2 lakhs, and later they would have reduced it to 1.5 lakh. Nobody would have given it that much notice that they gave it earlier.
See, actually, initial pricing of Nano was 1 lakh announced by Ratan Tata. But what happened that the price was roughly at 2 lakh it was launched. People were not ready to accept it. So the price started, they got reduction in the price. Even after that, this negative thought of announcement was remembered by people, and they said that even 1.5 lakh is a high price for Nano, because you fixed it at 1 lakh, right? So this is a part of marketing strategy for, I'll tell you, you enter in market, you have to review the market sustainability. If you are the leader, you please try to understand that the nature of market, whether you can sustain or you cannot sustain, that determines the price. If you are introducing something which is new segment which is not available, right? Like Renault's Duster was the first of its nature of vehicle, sports car, mini SUV, not SUV. It was SUV sort of, mini SUV, yeah, MUV. This was a new segment. The car was introduced at a price of around 14 lakhs. The range of 14 lakhs was just near to SUV. SUVs were starting from around, I think Tata Safari was starting at around 12 or 13. Okay? Then you move to 17, 18 or 24, 25 lakhs. So this was a new segment which people started affording, and it was very tough for Renault. It was not very easy. Just after that, the success of Renault Duster, what happened? That all companies came in this segment. All companies planned that this segment is a very, different segment, we should enter into this. And almost all the pricing was between 10 to 15 lakhs. You see how many vehicles are there? N number. Duster, then Terrano of the same, then this Ford's EcoSports, then Creta, then I think this Brezza, X-Cross. So many, it was a new segment which was introduced. The main threat was borne by Renault. Okay? Renault was the first company which faced this situation. So I think, is it clear about how the market is penetrated? Penetration strategies are different. Market penetration is something very different. But cost is in your hands. Right? Cost is in your hands.
Can we ask question?
Yeah, please.
Take some questions.
Any question about, because see, we are moving slowly on the ABC part, because if we move to ABC, I think that you should see the, any ERP directly. See the ERP based cost centers information, and the drivers, how these drivers are used. We have a lot of cost sheets also, but I don't want to, share those information. Little bit will be difficult for you to understand. Yeah. Yes. I think some of the things, otherwise, if you have any question, then you can ask. Any practical issue related to cost, ABC cost, yes?
Is in sourcing all the material is also a part of ABC? Like
Sourcing?
Patanjali is a company which insourced every material from outside and just branded of its own. And keep it in the market. Is that
Yes,
part of it?
yes. See, companies are using this costing. Activity based cost is always there. In procurement is an activity. If you are procuring material, I'm telling you, we make assessment of cost in transportation. Company is having manufacturing plant in, say, northern India. They are supplying all over In northeastern states, the cost was little bit high. we suggested to open a new plant there. Northeastern, some strategic issues which normally we teach companies, that how you can minimize your cost. In northeastern states, tax exemptions are there, plus your transportation cost will be reduced. And transportation in the hilly areas is little bit costlier. So better to set up a unit there, a small unit. So if you are saying that sourcing or procurement from different suppliers, ready-made goods, it is a part of activity-based costing, yes, of course. Because we make assessment of procurement, that at what on an average per order cost, how many of you know the ordering cost? Every time you are ordering, how many suppliers are there at which cost you are ordering? Means one ordering cost requires some of the time of the purchasing department. How much time is consumed? Based on the time cost of the people, manpower, okay, and order cost is assessed. From where you are procuring? If you are procuring from nearby, your kilometer cost is there, okay, freight kilometer cost is there. Procurement from nearby, procurement from 100 kilometers, or this is every assessment is done by professionals. Any other thing? Yes. But there is no as such activity based costing. We are saying that it is a specific tool. Practically all costing tools are not very specific. These are practical and used by the professionals or practitioners in the industry. It is a problem solving tool. Designing activity based costing, actually costing we do every time by using some tools modified. So you must have vision, timely efforts. Timely means you cannot say historical data. It should be timely. On day-to-day basis, costs are changing. Prudence, use of information should be prudent. Many times we don't apply. We say, okay, we know this formula, this is fine. But prudence is required for using those information, a strong database and MIS. If you don't have a strong database, strong MIS, maybe data cannot be interpreted, data cannot be put in system. Do you understand? Are you following? Tell me, आपके पास डेटा आया, मैं आपसे एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन कर रहा हूँ, आपके पास कोई डेटा आता है किसी तरह का, किसी कंपनी में कभी विजिट किया है? नहीं किया? Have you visited? Everybody is asking a very logical question. What is the work?
Or you can offer a visit, maybe to Mankind or to Bharti.
How many of you are interested to visit plant?
We can take guys.
Okay. I'll help you out. Recently, last week on the same day, I think Tuesday, I was somewhere in Himachal, Paonta Sahib. Paonta Sahib is after Yamunanagar, near Dehradun. So I was visiting the Mankind unit. Mankind is having almost 18-20 plants there. We have recently, we advised the company to maximize the profit. During last 10 years, they took advices. The company has grown from 200 crores to 6,000 crores turnover. And profitability is so high, I cannot tell you how much profit company is earning. This much of profit company is earning that they have huge investments.
So what's the margin they're making on one?
Yes, margin is very important. That is why I ask you, practical things are very important. You should understand how to play with the market. Margins help you to play in the market. You know. Listen please very carefully. If a product which is of say 7 paise material cost, 7 paise packing cost, 6 paise process cost, total around 18 paise, priced for 3 rupees or say 5 rupees or 10 rupees. What is the margin percentage? Huge.
And so is this outsourced the production or is it themselves who are producing?
Yes, that is also another thing which I'll tell you. The initial model of the company was procurement from outside. Means they were simply purchasing the formulations, drugs. Do you know these are all generic drugs, tablets. Tablets are available in a pack of 1 lakh tablet. A kind of container is there. Available in the market from number of suppliers. You purchase those tablets, use the packing machine, pack them in the name of mankind and selling it. Slowly this model, you know, of manufacturing, we estimated at the time of when I was associated with the company, my task was to evaluate the pricing part and cost part. You see, management was saying that we have a huge profit, we are not bothered how much cost we can shift. I said you are purchasing from outside, this is costing you this much. We are going on high volumes. Better to have investments in plant. So we made an assessment of setting up the new plants. During last 10 years, every year company was setting up 2-3 plants, new plants. And these plants were costing around 200 crores to 500 crores. At least 2-3 plants are in progress every year. Recently they have started one plant in Gangtok. So a strategy was that in manufacturing setup, your cost is again reduced. And your own manufacturing is helping you that which product is having high profit and which product is in demand in market, we can smoothly manufacture that within our own limits. भाई अगर आपके पास पिज़्ज़ा बनाने के लिए घर में बहुत बड़ा वो ओवन होगा तो आपको पिज़्ज़ा बनाने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. It means
दिक्कत हो सकती है because how can we bring the taste of Pizza Hut?
you can even you can develop a new taste. I'm telling you, new taste, invention, innovation is a part of business strategy. You know, for you young people, I'm telling you, be innovative. Growth is unlimited. Be innovative always.
So
Explore new things. Yes.
is mankind the market leader in its segment?
In
In the market where it's
it is one of the top 5 fastest growing companies in India.
what's the selling point? Like what's making them different from their competitors? Is
From
it just
others.
the price that because of which they are growing at a really high scale?
Yes.
Or because they're unique product?
There are so many things which even not as a confidentiality I'll tell you, but something very interesting, some key points I'll tell you. One is that within the organization they are setting up each and every activity. Research and development of molecules, they have set up a R&D center in Gurgaon.
So does product profile also help? Like
Product profile, yes, product profile, they are expanding in all, from generic to all drugs they have entered. All new innovative products, they actually even they have imported certain items from outside. They entered in FMCG part also, some of the FMCG items they have introduced. They are, every day they are introducing some new things. They are trying to capture the entire market, like Glaxo. Another thing is that they are very aggressive in market. initial phase, I'll give you, one crux of that thing. There is a story of chairman of Mankind. I hear his stories also. No, yeah, he is Punjabi, Mr. R.C. Juneja. R.C. Juneja, Rajendra Chandra Juneja. Very simple man, if you see. I know I am directly in touch with him. He is very simple, but he is a very sharp businessman. He, he's very simple. Very simple means very, very simple. When I interacted, we were sitting number of times, very simple. See, the initial story of this company was that he was a market representative, MR, long back in 70s. He left the job, started his own with his two brothers, one company. That company is still there. Please listen the story. I'm telling you one very interesting story, how the success stories are written. One brother, one younger brother who was not that way very, good, to this man and his youngest brother, they were very simple. What has happened that one brother, there was a business fight in the family. That brother told him to leave the company. They left this company. I'll tell you the name of that company, Bastochem. Bastochem was his another brother's company, which is even today is having around 80-90 crores or 100 crores turnover. When they came out, they started very small company in the name of Mankind, buying drugs and selling it. When they first batch of their sales, because he knew sales very well. When they introduced the product in market, a complaint was lodged by his brother. One complaint, who is the drug controller. These drugs are controlled by departments. There is a very strong, strict norms of DPCO, drug pricing control order is there. NP, this National Pharma Pricing Authority is there. So many. So one complaint was lodged with the drug controller. All medicines were seized from the market. They asked the drug controller why this is seized. Again, they got it. Order was reinstated in their favor. They again went to the market to sell the drug with the same drugs. Distributors and suppliers were refused. Distributors, C&F and chemists refused to take this. It was a tough time for them in, I think it is almost in 1990, 89 or 90. They started a bonus scheme that we will give you bonus of few tablets on this much of sale. That bonus scheme became so popular and they came out with the lowest pricing in the market. Pharma was very highly priced in the market. They came with the lowest price in the market. Very aggressively captured. After 91, I think I have been associated with this company in 2002 or 3. Till that time, their manufacturing was very little. Few plants. 1 or 2 very small plants were there. So see the way the success story is written within itself. Nobody knows if you are complaining against me and I am struggling, maybe my struggle will become one day my success story. So don't take otherwise anything. Be a very aggressive, okay, and idea oriented. Don't bother about things. You people are young, you have the energies, you have the positive mindset. Think positively, you can grow.
I think now you can take the questions.
Yes. The presentation you can go through. Practically something if you want. The session would be exhausting you. I think at the time of lunch. Yeah.
It is about time.
You can ask anything which is related to, or otherwise I'll give you some of my other clients' idea. We have served many companies in different sectors. Yes. No question. Anything you can ask, not only this subjective, you can ask about businesses.
So this Mankind in the retail markets, do they pay up the suppliers first hand, or do they do it after they've sold the products and then what they buy from them?
Now actually the strategies, these are part of strategies. Company is having some arrangement with its suppliers, C&F and chemist. I'm telling you, pharma industry is such an industry which is having a very good command over the chemist. If chemists are not supporting, one case of Ranbaxy was recently, I think last 2-3 years back, Ranbaxy is now taken over by Sun Pharma. Mumbai, in Mumbai, the prices were controlled and this was reduced. Listen, please listen the case of that Ranbaxy. One product where the commission was reduced, very little commission. Mumbai Chemist Association has clearly ordered not to sell a single piece. So they have to withdraw this from market. So it means that chemists and company should have very good understanding. And I'm telling you, this business is basically this is a part of a strategy. Mankind is keeping all the chemists happy all over India.
Any other question?
About any other industry? Be innovative, because businesses are not businesses, these are convenience. Okay, so if you understand the idea, you can start business. See the cost part, see the market part.